Tonight's hometown hero was escorted by JROTC Cadet Captain Faith Holman. Tonight's color guard, Cadet Senior Master Sergeant Tara Raines, Cadet Senior Master Sergeant Terry Raines, Cadet Master Sergeant Zach Potter, Cadet Technical Sergeant David Honey, Cadet Staff Sergeant Kelton Dunlap. Please remain standing for the Northwell Alma Mater, followed by the Cabot Alma Mater.
Dude, I'm so happy we got night sounds. Okay, so they're playing alma maters right now. Good Panthers. I hear our form. Dude, I love our form so much.
The Grizzlies started the game intercepting College East. Then turned it into a score inside the Panthers' red zone, making the score 7-0.
The Panthers turned the game around when College East punched in Cabot's first score. The Panthers never let off the gas pedal after this.
The Grizzlies would go on to have continuous 3-0, and Cabot just couldn't stop scoring on the Grizzlies' misfortune.
Cabot would soundly defeat the Grizzlies with all the momentum remaining with them for their next game, with the final score being Cabot 40, Northside 7.
Tonight, the Panthers stay at home to play the Northwell Charging Wildcats. And then are the Panthers going to play with some extra motivation since if they win tonight, they get a home playoff game?
Yeah.
They certainly will, as the Panthers would love to achieve home field advantage for the first playoff game.
Yeah.
But home advantage is certainly key, which tonight's game should be the best one yet, as both teams fight for home field advantage for the first round of the 2019 7A Arkansas playoffs. This has been the 10th edition of the Panther Forum. I'm Evan Thompson, and I'm Christian Harlan.
It is, because that Carson has way out there. You know what I just realized? The music at the very end of this is louder than everything else. Okay, we need to go live now. 6:56.
Captains for tonight's game for the visiting Northwell Charging Wildcats, number 17, Jadarian Thomas, number 20, Isaac Jones, number 62, Caleb Taylor, and number 88, Braylon Battles. For your Cabot Panthers, number 4, Jake Mowdy.
Tate.
Number 31, Preston Kiahi. Number 79, Rhett Thompson. And number 82, Mason Spalding.
Start talking. After I hang up the phone, I'm going to count to 5 and unmute ourselves, and we're going to unmute, okay? All right, bye. Ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Check. Welcome everybody to tonight's game. The Cabot Panthers are taking on the Little Rocks, the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats. As you saw in the Panther form, or may not have saw, tonight's a very crucial game for the Panthers. As if they win tonight, they get a home playoff game for the first round of the playoff. For CHTV Sports, I'm Tristan Harlan alongside my broadcast partner Tristan Bates. And Tristan, what's something that you might have saw in last week's game? Because as many people saw last week that watched the game, that you wasn't there, you was dealing with some family issues. What's something that you may have saw from that game that the Panthers need to do in order to clinch home field advantage?
Well, last week the Panthers played great defense. If the Panthers can do that this week, we will be in great position to achieve home field advantage for the first round of the playoffs.
As we were waiting kickoff here, the North Little Wildcats,
the Charging Wildcats,
thank you, have taken the field here as we're waiting. The Panthers, as here they come to get ready to run through the breakthrough. And there they go. Here, they are your Cabot Panthers, ladies and gentlemen. The Panthers come into this game with a tremendous record. Coach Reed's first season, he's done great so far with just about his first season wrapped under his belt. Like I said, he's done great so far in Cabot, and there's only room for improvement here tonight. So we got a little fancy here tonight. Tonight is senior night. Last week, the Panthers defeated the Northside Grizzlies in Fort Smith, and for the Charging Wildcats, the Wildcats faced the mighty talented Bryant Hornets, but that resulted in a loss on their part.
Well, once again, it was a valiant effort by the Wildcats as they come into this game. They will be looking for something to prove as they also try to achieve home field advantage in the first round of the playoffs.
We're still waiting kickoff here in Panther Stadium. It's a cold night out, Tristan.
It is certainly a cold night for football here.
Tonight today, we saw some of that chilly wind. We saw some of the rain we've had over the week. We got through that here in Cabot, and now it's just a cold night. Good night for football here in November. Last game of the regular season. I know I'm ready. Are you ready for tonight's game?
I am super ready for tonight's game. Great weather for some Friday night football under the lights.
Hey, what better place to be than right here at Panther Stadium? Looks like your Panthers will receive the kickoff, so they will be kicking the ball off to North Little Rock at the start of the second half.
Panthers looking to strike fast and strike early.
That's something you want to do. As we seen over the season, the Panthers have been able to really capitalize on the momentum battle, and they've been able to really control the game. If they get the first field goal, the first touchdown, just the first third down stop, anything that Panthers can use against their opponent, they've used, and they've used it well to their advantage as they've won most of the games that they've done that with.
You're right, Tristan. The Panthers have certainly gotten off to hot starts, but we cannot forget they are also a great second-half team.
Kickoff's on the way here. That's going to be returnable. Hopefully it's just going to wave it off. Be down at about the 20-yard line. One notable loss that the Panthers had once they got the early momentum some way was against the Catholic Rockets in War Memorial. Many fans that watched the game or was at that game remember the opening kickoff was returned for a touchdown, but at the end of the game, failed 2-point conversion by the Panthers, ended up being a loss for the Panthers. However, it is 1st and 10 here for the Panthers. Junior quarterback Tyler G takes the field. Snaps, rolls, little option play there, just dishes it off to Graham Turner. Graham Turner, one of those senior backs that was celebrated here tonight, Tristan. Some notable seniors that were celebrated tonight alongside Graham Turner, Cabot Rudolph, Carson Attaway, Gavin Hipfield, just many, Kyle McIntyre, just to name a few. Just a lot of big name guys on our team getting recognized and the true recognition they deserve here on their senior night.
Lots of sensational senior players.
The second down for the Panthers. G drops back, looks, throws it, and that's going to be almost caught by the Kyle Rudolph.
Speaking of one of those senior players there, Tristan, G looking for Rudolph on the second play of the game.
That Tyler G and the Kyle Rudolph connection's been lethal this season, Tristan, as we've saw over countless games, over countless weeks, over countless practices, G going to his main target into Kyle Rudolph, and hey, when you get that jump ball against the Cairo, you're not going to catch it all the time. The Cairo's going to reach up and grab that ball from you, and I'm surprised he didn't do it there. But what great coverage it was by the Wildcats of North Little Rock. So it'll be 3rd down here for the Panthers. G drops back, looks, throws it. That's going to be caught. What a great catch that was for the Cabot Panthers. That was caught by number 29, Tanner Wilson.
Complete to number 29, Tanner Wilson.
Tanner Wilson, another one of those senior sensational players.
Hey, Tristan, you know what that was for the Cabot Panthers?
What was that, Tristan?
It was the first one of the game. It was a Cabot Panther first down. First down here for the Panthers.
That's Kyler Cormack on the reception there. Just a little swing pass to the right side. Not much for him, though. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Number 21, Jordan Owens.
This Cabot team's really dangerous, Tristan, so I don't expect nothing less than a really deep playoff run here this season.
I certainly hope so, Tristan.
Well, this, like I said earlier, this is Coach Reed's first season as the Cabot Panthers head coach, and my oh my, what a great job he's done in his first season. So there's only room for improvement from here.
You are certainly right about that. Coach Reed in a great debut season with the Panthers.
Second now for the Panthers here. G telling his guys to get down. Calls for a snap, fakes the handoff, looks, throws it. That's going to be caught. Tries to break one. He's keeping on going. He's past the 50. That'll be caught by number 4.
That's Jake Mowdy on the reception. Way to keep your feet moving, Jake.
Way to keep going to that whistle until you hear that whistle blow. That was just a great catch and a great run after the catch there for the extra yards. And they are now in Wildcat territory here.
Great start for the Panthers so far on this drive.
Be 10:36 left to go here in the first quarter of play. G sends Mowdy in motion, snaps the ball, drops back, looks, throws it deep with this one. That's going to be caught at the 20, the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that's Braden J on the reception, the speedster. Great way to be open. G finds him in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, you've heard me say it the first downs. Tristan, I want you to say this with me. That is a Cabot Panther touchdown. What a great pass that was by Tyler G as the Panthers get on the board first. Score is 6-0 with 10:24 left in the first quarter of play.
So Rhett Thurman will attempt the PAT here.
What a season Rhett Thurman has had. He got injured in the Catholic game, and he said, you know, I'm not going to let this harm me. I'm going to battle back. I'm going to try to come back, and he did. He just got hurt more.
As Thurman's PAT is good there, Tristan.
Rhett Thurman went through the trials and tribulations of an injured player, and he's a really good kicker for the Panthers as this is his senior season too. And I was talking to him, walking in the halls of the high school, just a little chit-chat here and there, and he told me, this is the best I felt all season. I'm ready to help my team get a deep playoff push here this season, in my final season, in the red, black, and white of the Cabot Panther uniform.
Thurman could be one of those secret weapons for the Panthers as we journey into the playoffs.
Well, Football is not only a passing, rushing, defensive game, it also can come down to special teams when there's less than 3 seconds on the clock and you need that little field goal from your kicker to win the game. Kickers can come up big, and hey, kickers are very valuable pieces to your team.
They certainly are, and Thurman is one of the most valuable players on our team.
No argument with you there.
Here he goes, Thurman.
But Thurman sends the kickoff. What a good kickoff that was. Not too low, not too deep. It's fielded around the 8-yard line. It's a good return there by the Wildcats down at about the 30.
29 Slate Clark on the return for North Little Rock.
So here comes that Cabot Panther defense. They are certainly fired up.
Hey, after that great first drive by Tyler G and company, the defense has all the reasons in the world to be hyped up, and that was returned by number 29, Slayton Clark of the Wildcats. So it'll be first and 10 on about the 32-yard line here for the Wildcats. Wildcats are in the I formation. We'll just pitch it there, and he's dropped in the backfield. He's just brought down there. What a great tackle that was.
That's another senior making the tackle. That's Mason Wade coming up big on the first play.
Those seniors have stepped up really big this season on defense.
Breaks the tackle by number 39,
They're making their presence felt here tonight early.
Every aspect of your team needs to step up big. Sends a man in motion here, just hands it off to the fullback. Breaks one, breaks another. He's down at about the 35-yard line, so that would be a third down here for the Wildcats.
Handoff goes to number 32, Aaron Sims.
That was number 32, Aaron Sims on the carry there. Getting him about 2 or 3. That'll make it 3rd and 7 for the Panthers.
Be third down for the Wildcats there, Tristan.
For the Wildcats, excuse me, Tristan.
9:13 left to go in the first quarter of play. Defensive line going to the right here. Drops back, looks, throws it. He'll have a man wide open. No, he did drop it.
Pass intended for number 8, Kevin.
That was intended for number 8 of the North Little Rock.
He was looking for Josh Beck there, just fell out of his hands.
It'll be 4th down and 7 for North
It looked like he had it, and I guess he just dropped it when he went to turn. When it's cold like this, when that ball hits those gloves, that could hurt your hands, man. It's not an injury. It's not injury per se, but it could just sting those hands, and you could just drop the ball without even realizing it. So that's the risk you take of playing in the cold here.
Especially could have hurt his hands there, Tristan.
Sorry, Tristan.
As the
didn't mean to
Kyle
interrupt
Rudolph
you.
is back to return.
Playing in the cold down here in the South, not used to that kind of stuff. Back pedals this Rudolph, and he'll wave his hand signaling a fair catch.
Called for a fair catch at the 21-yard line where the Panthers will have the ball first.
Panthers will take over here after the great drive put together by Tyler G and company as they open up the game with some strong momentum.
And they will be looking to keep their foot on the gas here, Tristan.
Maybe Tyler G maybe looking to Braden J to get another touchdown here. 8:58 left to go in the first quarter play. G calls for a snap. Referees will blow it dead, so we're just going to see what the referee says the flag is.
Dead ball. Outside zone defense. 5-yard penalty.
That was a flag there by the Wildcats. It was a offsides call, as you may have heard the referee say. So that's yards for the Panthers to get back into territory and get something on the board. G will hand the ball off to Graham Turner. Graham Turner gets to the hole, and another flag comes out. So we're going to see what this flag's all about, Tristan.
On the carry, tackle made by number 7, Rashad Muhammad. There are flags on the play.
Personal foul. Face mask. On the defense. 15-yard penalty. Face out.
what a great turn of events for the Panthers is first it was the offsides, now it's a face smash, Tristan. So you got to think something's going on with that Wildcat defense that
After the penalty,
they got to get fixed, or they're just going to keep giving up yards to the Panthers. The Panthers might not even need to run an offense.
Well, the Wildcats seem on their heels right now after that touchdown. 2 mental mistakes there that have given the Panthers a free 20 yards.
And don't forget they went 3 and out on their first offensive drive of the game. So who knows? They could not. Their mental state could not be all there in this game right now. Be 1st and 10 on the Panthers' own 45-yard line. G drops back, looks, throws it. That's going to be incomplete off the hands of the receiver.
Was looking for Jake Mowdy there, just off his hands.
Second down and 10.
Be 2nd down for the Panthers.
Here we go as G awaits the call here.
Tyler G's had a great season. He's talking to Coach Reed. He's broken a passing yard record and a touchdown record, passing touchdown. So hope that he can have a great game and put some more points on the board and put some more yards on the board for him. G drops back, looks, throws it. That is caught by number 4 of the Panthers.
That's Jake Mowdy on the reception. He went back to him again and got him a catch.
You got to think Tyler G may be playing mind games with this Wildcat defense, because the Wildcat defense could have been studying the Panthers offense the whole season preparing for this game. Wildcats defensive coordinator, the head coach could have told him, hey, their main guy is the Kyle Rudolph. So if we stop the Kyle Rudolph, we stop their offense. Tyler G working this season says, nah, I've got more weapons than just that, and that's just one of them right there that he goes to. Throw down for the Panthers. Referees will just wave it there. Another flag comes out, so we're going to see what this is all about. So that was a penalty on the offensive line of the Panthers, number 73.
That's Kobe Thompson there with the false start.
I just want to point something out real quick, and this is nothing on the field related, but what a great season the band has had, Tristan. They've been playing a great season so far, home or away. G sends a man in motion, fakes the handoff, drops back, looks, throws it. It's going to be incomplete there. 4th down will be coming up for the Panthers.
For number 4, Jake Mowdy falls incomplete.
He was looking for Mowdy there. Mowdy was maybe looking for a flag. That's just off his hands there, a little high.
Tyler G, no stranger to the accurate passes that we've seen him throw this season, and sometimes he can even throw it over his man. So just gotta shake those cobwebs out, shake those early jitters out, and just get used to game time and get ready to rock and roll, as he's done already. Almost blocked there, Brett Thurman's punt. Punt will fall down at about the 38-yard line. Be a 1st down for the Wildcats.
Thurman punt. Let's get it to the 36-yard line where North Little Rock will have the ball 1st and 10.
7:54 left to go in the first quarter of play. The ball is on the 36-yard line. Tristan, we've seen this Wildcat offense go 3 and out already. Maybe looking more of the same here. They send 2 men in motion here. Calls for snap. Fakes the handoff. Looks. Throws it deep with this one. He's going to catch it. What a great diving catch that was by number 10 of the Wildcats.
Complete to number 10, Devion Larf.
That'll be Devion Larf.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Tristan, you got to think that that's a big momentum boost for the Wildcats here as they get into Panther territory here early in the first quarter.
That is a huge momentum boost for the Wildcats there, who are looking on their heels on the past couple possessions. They'll be looking to put some points on the board.
So they go back to that out formation. Damian Bell is under center. Just pitch it to his running back.
It's number 22, Brandon Thomas, on the carry. About a gain of 5 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 5 for the Wildcats.
5 time on the play.
Wildcats are trying to put something together here to get the momentum back on their side. Back in that I formation is the Wildcats. Quarterback maybe changing the play at the line. Bell will just hand the ball off, and he's at the 10-5, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Wildcats.
Goes number 22, Brandon Thomas. Touchdown, North Little Rock.
That's number 32, Aaron Sims, on the carry there.
Well, there's nothing to really complain about. I mean, there is something to complain about because the opponent scored, but it's still the first quarter, so there's plenty of football game left. It's just something that got to get over with early, as it looks like the Wildcats will be attending the PAT here. That weird formation looked like they may be attempted the two-pointer. Snap, hold, kick is up. The kick is good for the Wildcats. So with 6:50 left to go here in the first quarter, your football game is tied. Cabot 7, North Little Rock 7. As I was mentioning earlier, Tristan, there's nothing to really worry about if you're a Panther fan, because there's still a lot of football game left. You are still at your home field. A lot of fans here to support the Panthers, but there's still a lot of fans over on the North Little Rock side. That don't have that much far of a travel to come see this football game. But you got to have faith in your guys like Tyler G, Kyle Rudolph, Jake Mowdy, Braden J. There's guys like that. You got to have faith in your offense. Graham Turner, you got to have faith in those guys that they can put more points on the board. And for all we know, that could be the last time that North Little Rock sees the end zone tonight, much like what happened last week at Northside.
It certainly could be, Tristan.
Waiting the kickoff here. Looking to return this for a touchdown. Kick is underway here. Is returnable for the Panthers.
That's just going to be a fair catch called for by Tanner Wilson.
Smart call there by Wilson, as he didn't want to risk the injury with the fumble.
Panthers now will take over for their third possession of the first quarter.
Here come your Panthers offense. The Panthers offense once again with 6:50 left to go here in the first quarter. G and Turner, the men in the backfield. G will hand the ball off to Turner. Turner almost breaks one, but he'll be taken down
Graham Turner on the carry.
after a gain about 2, maybe 3 on the play.
Terrell Allen.
He'll be brought down by Terrell Allen of the Wildcats.
Turner just nowhere to go there, ran into a wall.
Panthers are looking to the sideline to see what play is going to be called next by the coaches. G calls for the snap, drops, looks, throws it to Graham Turner. Graham Turner will have a first down there.
Just moved a man out of his way as he got closer to the first down. He's able to pick it up.
Out of bounds by number 12, Xavier White. Be third down and short for the Panthers.
Well, actually, it looks like he's going to come up a yard short there. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Panthers. 6:10 left in the first quarter of play.
From up here, it looked like Turner may have got that extra yard he needed, but referees say he was short. G will keep it himself, and it looks like he will get that yard for the first down.
It looks like the referee is signaling
That'll be a
Panther.
First down!
will have the ball first and 10 just past.
Tyler G, what a great quarterback he is. Not only can he kill you with his passing game, but he can even kill you with his legs.
G showing off that he can be a dual threat quarterback.
What an athletic quarterback that he is. G sends a man in motion, gives him the ball.
This is Carmack on the carry, spins.
Flag does come out, so we're going to see what the referee says.
And that goes number 7, Tyler Carmack. Tackle made by number 31, Jonathan Honorable.
The referees are discussing it here. All three referees are discussing it. What do you think it's going to be, Tristan?
Well, this does look like it's on the Panthers side of the field here, so this could be maybe a block in the back, maybe a holding.
I don't know, but I'm sure looking forward to the referee's call. Hopefully it's on the Wildcats so the Panthers get more yards. Here we go. So it will be a chop block on the Panthers. For those of you that may not know what a chop block is when you hit a guy below the kneecap in his blind side so that he's unable to make the tackle, and you can't do that in the game of football because they're trying to discover more safe ways to play the game of football to risk injuries, to risk further damage done to the human body.
Certainly the safety of the players is a very important thing in the sport of football.
It's way different from when the game of football was played in the early 1900s, late 1800s. They didn't even have helmets back then, Tristan.
Dude, it certainly has changed a lot.
G snaps, looks for the pass, throws it. That's going to be caught. That's going to be caught by Kyler Cormack.
Cormack with a great route over the middle, just inside of his man, and G puts it right on the money.
G, great quarterback so far in the game. Well, he's always been a great quarterback this season, but he's showing just putting more pen to paper on his resume, so that next year after he leaves high school, he could get plenty of D1 offers wherever he decides to go to college. Referees will blow it dead, throw a flag out. Let's see what this one's all about. That will be a false start on the offense there, so G and his boys will move just some yards back. 4:45 left to go here in the first quarter play. Score still deadlocked at 7, second and 10 of the 36 for the Panthers. G sends a man in motion here, snaps, will hand the ball off. No, they flip it back to Kyler Cormack. Kyler Cormack will keep it himself. Kyler Cormack with a bunch of green. They have the first down. He's pushed out at about the 50. Tristan, we saw this play earlier this season where they ran the reverse 50 to Kyler Cormack, but Kyler Cormack didn't keep it. Kyler Cormack threw it to Kyle Rudolph and had a wide open touchdown. But I guess Kyler Cormack may have saw something, or Tyler Jr., Coach Reed may have saw something in the defense and said, hey, don't throw it, abort the throw, keep it and run it, because they're playing a zone, they're playing some kind of coverage where you have that wide open patch of grass so that you can get a first down or maybe even more. What a great move that was by Kyler Cormack and company to keep the ball for himself and to get the first down for the Panthers.
That was great creativity there from the Panthers offense. It looked maybe at the beginning that Cormack was looking to throw, but he made the right decision. He pulled it down, and that's a huge game for this Panther offense.
And Kyler Cormack is being helped off the sideline, or off the field to the sideline. But he just got a little stinger there after the tackle.
I certainly hope he's all right, Tristan.
So do I. First and 10 here for the Panthers on the 49-yard line of the Wildcats. G sends the man in motion. He will roll out, looks, back pedals, throws it over as it crosses his body. And that's just going to be incomplete, almost intercepted there.
He was looking for Tanner Wilson on the sideline there, but that's great coverage from the Wildcats.
Ball is incomplete, second down and 10.
.4:15 left to go here in the first quarter after the incomplete pass to the second and 10 on the 49-yard line for the Panthers. G calls for the snap, hands the ball off, he'll throw it. It was intended for Kyle Rudolph, but Kyle Rudolph was looking for a flag there because it looked like he may have got held.
Well, it looked like an arm certainly did come across his body there, but no call from the referee. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Panthers.
Well, in order for a pass interference call to be called, a flag to be called, it has to be a clear catchable ball, and I guess the referees didn't think that that ball was catchable by Kyle Rudolph, even though Kyle Rudolph has made some catches with the ball being that high before. Regardless, it'll be 3rd down here for the Panthers. G drops back, looks, he's still up, throws it. That's just going to be incomplete there.
He was looking for the Kyle Rudolph there, and it looked like his defender actually fell down, but that was just a little outside of Rudolph's reach. It'll be 4th down for the Panthers as they send out Thurman and the punt unit.
What a great drive that was by the Panthers. Just try to get something going, but just couldn't get nothing going.
So here we go. Thurman will await the snap here. Snap is good. Kick is away.
It's returnable. It bounces. What a bounce that is for Rhett Thurman.
Great punt there.
They pin the Wildcats deep in their own territory here with the first quarter just about over. 3:57 left to go here in the first quarter of play. The Panthers are tied with the Wildcats 7-7. Wildcats will take over at their own 9. Man, what a punt that was by Rhett Thurman to pin the Wildcats deep in their own territory.
Great punt and a great bounce for the Panthers.
Wildcats taking over here deep in their own territory. Like I've said, our formation is the Wildcats. Snap it. We'll hand the ball off. Up to go is the running back. Keeps himself 3:49 and counting left to go in the first quarter.
That's number 32, Aaron Sims there.
He gained 3 there, so it'll be 2nd and 7 here.
And it looked to be the same play that Sims scored the touchdown on earlier, but this time the Panthers were ready for it.
Fool me once, shame on me, but you can't fool me twice. As he'll be wrapped up in the backfield, looks like. Flags does come out there. The Panthers and the Wildcats are looking awful rowdy down there, so we're going to see what this flag's all about, Tristan, as we await the referees to quit discussing it.
Unsportsmanlike, number 88 about this. Time for this to go. Been turned down.
So that was a call on the Wildcats as the Wildcats moving deeper in their own territory.
And they're even further back after the sack from Chase Gibson there.
What a great stop that was by junior Chase Gibson. 3:15 left to go here in the first quarter of play. Wildcats have a 3rd and 15 at their own 4-yard line.
This could be dangerous for the Wildcats here. They're pinned deep.
We could see the Panthers make their opponent get another safety, as we've already seen once this season.
Panthers look to be backed up in coverage here.
Calls for a snap. We'll hand the ball off. He'll be wrapped up at about the 5, maybe 10-yard line.
32 Aaron Sims, brought down by number 98 Hunter Horka.
He'll be brought down by Hunter Horka. Hunter Horka has won an Army Player of the Week award before.
He's certainly a great player. And with that sack, that's another senior playing sensational here.
2:43 left here in the first quarter of play. 4th and 13 at their own 6-yard line.
So here we go. DeCairo's lined up at the 40 here.
DeCairo may have a good return here. He'll just call for a fair catch. So the offense will take over with great field position here, Tristan. This next drive for the Panthers sure may be a memorable one as they look to get more points on the board.
Great momentum after the 2 sacks. The offense will certainly be looking to capitalize on this great field position.
There's no doubt in my mind that the Panthers won't capitalize on this great field position given to them by the Wildcats, and Tyler G just needs to put the ball in the right place for the Cabot to get, or one of his other receivers to get, so they can score. G will hand the ball off to Graham Turner. Graham Turner steps up in the hole made by the offensive line. He'll gain maybe 3 or 4 on the play.
Great stutter step there by Turner to turn nothing into something.
2:09 left to go here in the first quarter of play. 2nd and 7 at the Wildcats' 37-yard line. We now just have under 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter of play. G drops back, looks, throws it. He's going to have a man wide open. That's going to be caught. That's going to be caught for another Cabot Panther touchdown, Tristan. That's caught by Connor Cormack. What a great touchdown that was, Tristan.
Great reception there by Cormack. Beautiful throw by G. Cormack is really playing sensational tonight.
Just like I was saying at the start of the drive, if Tyler G could put it in that spot for his receiver, there's no doubt in my mind that we will score. And what does Tyler G do? Tyler G drops back, looks, throws a beautiful pass. Just has it right there in Kyler's hands for another Cabot Panther touchdown.
I mean, G just dropped a bomb there as Thurman's PAT is good.
1:43 remaining in the first quarter tonight.
1:43 remaining here in the first quarter. Your Panthers are on the way to 14-7. We're awaiting the kickoff here up by the Panthers. The referees are discussing something, so they may be discussing the touchdown. While we have a break of the action, I want to thank all the seniors here at Cabot High that has made this year a great one so far. Great football season. We're expecting an even better basketball season. Also, not doing anything this weekend, remember that the CHS Theater is showing Camp Rock.
It's a great show, Tristan.
It really is. I saw it today. It's fielded here. Great returnable there. A flag does come out, so we're going to see what the referee has to say.
Number 10, Davion Larp on the return. Tackle maybe number 18, Jerry Whitman. There's a flag on the play. Walking back. All return. 2 yards. First down.
So the Wildcats will take over here in their own territory once again. Be 1st and 10 with 1:38 left. So a couple minute motion here. Snap. Keeps it himself. He still has it. He's nowhere to go. What a great tackle that was by the defense.
Number 19, Damon Bell on the carry. Tackle made by number 31, Preston Kiahi.
What a great tackle that was by Preston Kiahi. Be 2nd and 10 here on the Wildcats' own 10-yard line as we're just with 1 and 7 seconds left to go here in the first quarter of play.
Kiahi, another sensational senior for the Panthers.
Wildcats, 2nd and 10, drops back, looks, he'll throw it. Ooh, what a hit! It's an incomplete pass, but what a hit stick!
31, Don Phillips. Broke up by number 23.
We can hear that up here on the press box, Tristan. That sounded like it hurt.
That was an absolutely huge hit there from number 24, Jaden Riles.
Talking to Jaden Riles before the game, and I said, hey, man, I either want a forced fumble or I want 2 interceptions. I think he's telling me that he's locked and ready to go, and he's going to get me what I told him I want. 49 seconds left to go here, 3rd and 10. Drops back, looks, has a man, throws it. That is going to be caught by number 88 of the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats.
Pass complete to number 8.
Braylon Battles on the reception there.
22, Houston Wiley.
Be brought down by number 22, Houston Wiley.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Wiley, another one of those stud defensive backs on the Panthers.
And he's only a junior, so he's going to be a Cabot Panther for one more season after this. 25 seconds and counting left to go in the first quarter of play. 1st and 10 on 22. They'll hand it off to number 22 as a flag comes out.
That's Brandon Thomas on the carry as we await the flag.
On the offense. 5-yard penalty.
So that was on the Wildcats.
Looked to be an illegal shift there, Tristan.
Something you can't do. 17 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. We also want to give a special thanks to Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen being a great sponsor of the Cabot Panthers.
Dairy Queen certainly is good, Tristan.
Really is. Go get it in downtown Cabot across from the McDonald's. 17 seconds left to go. 1st and 15 on the 17-yard line.
There may be nothing better than celebrating tonight's game with some Dairy Queen.
So another flag comes out, so we're going to see what this one's all about.
Dead ball. Ball start. Number 20 of the offense. Still first down.
So it was a false start on the Wildcats.
That'll make it 1st and 20 here for the Wildcats.
Be 1st and a mile. 11 seconds left. Clock is still rolling. Get a playoff if they want to get something to go before the end of the first quarter. Snap, drops back, looks, throws it, and that's just going to be caught. The referee saying he caught it. And that's the end of the first quarter. Score the Cabot Panthers 14. The North Little Rock Charging Wildcats 7. So at the start of the second quarter, we'll be right back. We hope you're enjoying the game so far. Your score 14-7.
Cabot. Your score after one quarter of play. Your Cabot Panthers 14. North Little Rock 7. Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the 25-yard line of the south end zone as Assistant Athletic Director Casey Wiley presents tonight's ceremonial game ball to First Arkansas Bank and Trust. Accepting the football from First Arkansas Bank and Trust are Pat Hagee, David Hayslip, and Katie Hamilton. Give them a big round of applause for their investment in our student athletes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great time to check your program. If you have program 1549, please come to the press box. Chance to kick a halftime kick for $500 if you have program 1549.
Arkansas Cabot, 3065 Highway 367, 501-206-5072.
Red River is proud to support the community of Cabot
Handoff goes number 32, Aaron Sims.
And that was Aaron Sims on the run there.
First contact by number 30, Justin Underwood.
Great first quarter that we've
Third down and 6 for North Little Rock.
experienced so far. 14-7 is your score if you're just tuning in. We're here at Panther Stadium. The Cabot Panthers are taking on the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats. North Little Rock drops back, looks, has nowhere to go, rolls out of the pocket. He's just going to keep himself. Maybe a stop pushed out of bounds.
That's number 59, Hayden Matthews, getting the first contact on him there.
It's be fourth down here for the Wildcats. As looks like the punting units are coming out for both teams. When the punt here, Kyle Rudolph is the deep man, ready to return the kick for the Panthers. Oh, it's a fake. As he'll have a first down and a lot more there as the defense comes back out on the field. Fake punt run there by the Wildcats.
Number 30, Justin Underwood.
Brought down by number 30, Justin Underwood.
That was Frederick O'Donnell there on the carry. Faked out almost everyone in the stadium there.
At the 48-yard line.
Surely faked out me. I thought it was over the punter's head. So it'll be first down here for the Wildcats. Sends it out of motion. Snap, drops back, looks, throws it, and that's going to be caught by number 10. He'll just be brought down after he gets the first down.
Number 10, Davion Large.
That's Davion Larf on the reception there.
It'll be enough for a first down.
So it will be enough for the first down for the Wildcats. Wildcats are back in that I formation here. They will toss it to their running back. Has room to run there. He brought down there.
And that time it was number 22, Brandon Thomas on the carry there.
Handoff goes number 22, Brandon Thomas.
The Wildcats are moving down the field in Panther territory. Wildcats back in that I formation here. Bell looks to make an adjustment. Snaps. He'll give it just to his fullback, and it looks like it goes nowhere. Doesn't look like he got a game there.
Number 32, Aaron Sims.
Looked like Sims was just stood up at the line there.
99, Eric Masterson.
Eric Masterson was the first guy to stop him there.
Second down and 8.
So it'll be 2nd and 8 here for the charging Wildcats. They're really charging down the field, wouldn't you say, Tristan?
They certainly are.
This is the man of motion. They'll give it to him. That's number 22. He looks like he's going to almost make it to the end zone, but it looks like he's dropped around the 5-yard line.
It's Thomas on the carry again. It looks like the Wildcats have gained a ton of momentum after that fake punt.
It just takes one play to get all the momentum back on your side, and something like a fake punt will give you that momentum if you run it and it works. Snap, kids, and he'll just walk in for the touchdown.
And Sims on the touchdown again. 8:47 left here in this first half. Cabot clinging to a 1-point lead, and the game could be tied after this PAT.
So the field goal unit will come out for the Wildcats.
You got to be careful of a fake here too. Wildcats are shown they are risking it tonight.
Snap. Hold. Referees will blow it down. We're going to see what this flag is. We wait to call.
Dead ball. Onside. On the defense. Action to go.
So we'll be an offside call on the Panthers. We're waiting the kick here to tie the game up. Kick is up. And is good. So the Wildcats, after the great possession that they just had, will tie the game up 14-14. If you're just tuning in, the Panthers are taking on the Wildcats here in Panther Stadium. Scores tied 14-14. Winner of this game will get home field advantage in the first round of the playoff. I'm Tristan Harlan alongside my broadcast partner Tristan Bates. And what a great game it's been so far, Tristan.
It certainly has been an exciting game here, Tristan. Both teams are hungry for that home field advantage in the first round of the playoffs.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that the Panthers are hungrier than the Wildcats, so. Referees are calling something. Oh, the Panthers needed another man out on the kickoff return team, but I guess he couldn't find his helmet. .47 left to go at half. Kick. High, long drive, returnable. It's going to be fitted at about the 15-yard line. Breaks one, tries to break another. He'd be down at about the 20-yard line.
Braden J on the return.
It's Braden J on the return, and actually he's going to be at about the 30-yard line.
Panthers will have the ball first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Have the ball first and 10 at the 30-yard line. So they'll be back. 2 men in the backfield is Gene Turner. 3 receivers. Kyle Rudolph is the lone man by himself. G looks for Kyle Rudolph, and that's almost intercepted. Number 9 on the Wildcats is grabbing Kyle by the face mask and trying to break his helmet.
That's Marcus Christopher there showing a little attitude as he almost got that interception.
.38 left to go here in the first half of play. 2nd and 10 on the 30. T drops back, looks, has a bunch of men rushing him as he just dumps it off. Now it will be incomplete, but looks like there was a flag on the play.
Pass intended for number 5 falls incomplete. There is a penalty flag on the play.
Let's see what this one may be. It may be pass interference. The Panthers may be getting a first down here. The referee threw it. It looked like it was in the area of the catch, almost. Here it is.
Oh, on the defense. 10-yard penalty.
As you can hear, the Cabot faithful was sure happy after that call.
Holding on the defense there, Tristan. That'll give the Cabot Panthers a first down.
Certainly will. It certainly will, Tristan. .32 left on the 40-yard line. The Panthers have a fresh new set of downs here after the penalty. G sends a man in motion, drops back. We'll just shove it off to Graham Turner. Graham Turner just tripped out of bounds at about the 40-yard line.
Turner just nowhere to go on the outside there. He was cut off quickly.
Tackle made by number 3, Terrell Allen.
So he's 2nd and 13. Looks like he lost 3 yards in the play.
On the play, 2nd down and 13.
2nd and 13 on 37. 8:27 left. Score is still deadlocked at 14. G sends him out of motion here. Drops back, looks, throws it. He's going to have a man wide open. He's almost going to go out of bounds, but he catches himself and he breaks one. He may have broken another. As there's a late hit after the play, and a flag does come out. Most likely be unnecessary roughness on the Wildcats.
Pass complete to number 5.
We're going to see what the penalty is.
Red ball. First and foul. Late hit, number 7. 15 yards. First down.
Well, that was a personal foul, unnecessary roughness, late hit call on the Wildcats. As you may have heard, the Cabot faithful really cheered for that one.
Yeah, Jay, as he ran out of bounds there, it looked like the defender almost threw a punch there at him on that late hit.
Well, the emotions are high in this game. Both teams want that home playoff game, but you can't throw a punch at another guy. That's just poor sportsmanship.
It really is, and that'll cost the Wildcats 15 yards.
And the Panthers will get a new fresh set of downs as G. Little snap has it. He throws it, has a man. He catches it, tries to break a man, but he just almost carries him on the back there, Tristan.
That's Braden Jay once again.
Braden Jay has been the star receiver of tonight's game.
That'll be a Cabot Panther.
Tristan, I want you to say this one with me since this is the last game of the regular season. You know what that will be?
What's that going to be?
It's going to be another Cabot Panther first down. Panthers will have about a 1st and goal here. About on the 16-yard line. G will hand the ball off. Oh, G goes off for the pass. That's a catch. It's going to be a touchdown. It's going to be a touchdown, Tristan.
Brilliant play call. G hands it to Carmack. Carmack throws it back to G. Panthers touchdown.
Instead of a Philly special, we're calling that a Cabot special.
Brilliant play.
Genius play. What a play call that was by Coach Reed and Company.
It was a great play call. That may be the first time we've seen that play all season.
It is. Well, we've seen similar plays like it, but we've never seen Tyler G run out for the pass.
And that's one thing you've seen from the Panthers this season. More creative play calls like that one.
Well, I guess now, after the Kyle Rudolph leaves, Tyler G can sub in at wide receiver for him.
Great catch by G there, showing off the hands.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking for program 154.
7:45 left to go in the first half of play. Your Panthers are in the lead, 20-14. The PAT was no good by Rhett Thurman. So we're waiting the kickoff here after the great pass from Carmack to G. A little playbook change there by the Panthers that really caught the Wildcats off guard. Much like the fake punt did to us, huh, Tristan?
Certainly some trickery in this very high-stakes game.
So we're letting the kickoff here. Kick. What a beautiful kick that was. Return ball about around the 10-yard line. There's a sea of red.
Just swallowed up there.
.64.5 count is the first contact on the return line. The Blue Rock will have the ball first again at the 26-yard line.
7:40 left to go here in the first half of play. Ball at 26. It's handed off to the fullback. Once again, the Wildcats have been really reluctant on the fullback dive, and it just carries the Cabot Panther defensive man on his back. That's going to be rushed by number 32.
Aaron Sims on the carry there, just trucking
32 Aaron
Cabot
Sims
defenders.
on the carry. It'll be first and 10 to 43 yards.
First and 10 for the Wildcats. $7:17 left to go. Just a little pop-up pass there.
Pass complete to number 10, Davion Larf.
That's complete to Davion Larf there, and it looked like Carson Attaway and Tyler Parks there combined to stop him there.
Well, what great hitters they are.
Second down and 5.
$6:44 left to go in the first half of play. What a exciting first half this has been, Tristan. So they just pitched the ball off to number 22. He's around the corner, tries to break one, and he fumbles it. The ball is loose. Cabot thinks they have it. Cabot thinks they have it. And they do. It's a Cabot football, Tristan. It's a Cabot football. What a great turnover that was to get the ball back to the Cabot Panther offense, man.
Great play by the Cabot defense. Way to strip the ball there from Brandon Thomas.
Man, I don't know what Coach Reed said to the guys before the game. I don't know what the seniors might have said during practice this week, but this defense is looking the best it's looked all season.
Panthers defense looking absolutely sensational tonight. The whole team in general is looking like they're playing with some extra motivation.
Well, after the fumble recovery, Panthers will take over here at the 49-yard line. 6:29 left to go in the first half. Kyle Carmack in motion. They fake the handoff. G has a man in double coverage, and that's almost caught.
Just off of Rudolph's left hand there.
Rudolph looking for the flag once again, but he was just in double coverage, and that was good coverage by the Wildcats. It'll be 2nd and 10 on the 49-yard line for the Panthers. They're back in that I formation. The I formation has been a dangerous formation for the Panthers this season as they hand it off to Grant Turner. Grant Turner breaks one but couldn't break another, so he's down at about midfield.
Goes to number 6, Graham Turner. One, Kevin Wallace is attacking. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 10.
Looks like he didn't gain nothing after the play. 6 minutes left to go here in the first half of play. 3rd down here for the Panthers. It's Tyler G looking to the sidelines, see what play they want to call. G sends a man in motion, drops back, referees wave it off. There's a timeout. So looks like Cabot will use a timeout there. No, looks like the Wildcats will. No, it was the Panthers. It was the Panthers that used the timeout.
It was Coach Reed there.
It was Coach Reed. Excuse me. So at the resume of action, we'll be right back. Your score 20-14. Go Panthers.
If you have program 1681, please come to the press box.
We're back after the timeout here. 5:40 left to go here in the first half of play. 3rd and 11 for the Panthers. G calls for snap. Snap's not snapped. G calls for the snap. Drops back. Looks. Has a man. That's going to be caught. That's going to be caught by Braden Jay.
Jay is having a sensational outing here tonight.
Him and Jake Mounty been the two-headed monster, the two-headed beast that the Wildcats just can't overcome. Tristan,
Panthers will have
you want to say this one with me?
The 33
What's that going to be, Tristan?
It's going to be what everybody else say with me. But it's going to be another Cabot Panther first down. G calls for snap, hands it off to Graham Turner. Graham Turner getting some great blocks by the offensive line, but couldn't go nowhere.
Handoff goes to number 6, Graham Turner.
He's 2nd and 12 there. 5 minutes left to go here
Play second down and 11.
in the first half of play. It'll be 2nd and 11, excuse me.
There's nowhere to go for Turner there.
Three receivers on the field. Two bunch. Colin Carmack, man in motion. G fakes handoff to him. G rolls out, has a man. That is going to be caught. Kyle breaks a man. Kyle breaks his ankles. Kyle spins. He's still on his feet. Kyle's still going.
Deep pass complete to number 3 to Cairo Rudolph.
Rudolph making a big reception there, and it looked like he tried everything he could to get in the end zone, just unable.
Well, after that punch thrown to Cabot receiver, Kyle could have been having some high emotions and wanting to get in that end zone. So, what a great play that was by Kyle Rudolph, Tristan. And it just took him some time, but once Kyle gets that first taste of some action in that first catch of the game, there's only room to the moon from here. DeCarlo will have a touchdown sooner rather than later. As Tyler G fakes the handoff, throws it, and that's going to be almost caught. Great pass there by Tyler G. Just bounces off the helmet of the North Little Rock defender. It was intended for number 5, Braden J.
Looking for Braden J once again. It's been a great target here tonight. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 3 here. 3:58 left in the first half of play.
The Panthers are back in that I formation. Kyle Carmack is the low man to the left. Cairo is the low man to the right. G calls for the snap, hands it off to Graham Turner. Graham Turner rumbling, bubbling, stumbling. G thinks he's in.
We'll rate the ref's call here.
Turner on the carry. It'll be 3rd and goal for the Panthers.
It'll be 3rd and goal for the Panthers.
Looks like they'll be on the 1-yard line here.
The huddle. G trying to get some trickery going probably. Kylo and Carmack are the lone receivers out, left and right respectively. G keeps it himself. What a quarterback sneak as they're in for the touchdown. Tyler G's in for the touchdown, Tristan. What a quarterback keeper that was by G. We've seen that plenty of times getting first downs, but now here tonight we see it getting a touchdown. So the Cabot is now up 26-14, the first 2 touchdown lead of the game for either team. But thankfully it's for the Cabot Panthers, as I guess the Wildcats momentum just ran out, that they couldn't get none of that magical fairy dust no more.
Panthers certainly now have a lot of momentum on their side as Thurman's PAT is up and is good.
So after the great drive by Tyler G on the quarterback keeper for the touchdown, your Cabot Panthers are in the lead 27-14 with 3:11 left to go in the first half of play. So we're waiting the kickoff now after the great drive by the Panthers offense to get a 2-touchdown lead here going in the half just about.
It's capped off by that Tyler G QB sneak.
Man, Tyler G's is doing it all tonight. We've seen him receive a touchdown. We've seen him run for a touchdown. We've seen him throw for a couple touchdowns. What's next? Is he going to crawl for a touchdown?
It could happen here. Tristan G has been a jack of all trades here tonight.
Here comes the kick from Brett Thurman. It's a long, high line drawing kick, and it's returnable around the 5-yard line. He'll be down at about the 28, 29-yard line. The Wildcats will take over here. Last time they had the ball, it didn't go so well for their offense as they had a 3-and-out. No, the last time they had the ball, it was a fumble. It was a fumble by the Wildcats, and the Panthers took over. Have one man in the backfield, 3 receivers wide, drops back, looks, has a man, throws it. That's going to be intercept. No, almost caught. He dropped the short pick there.
Pass broke up by number 24, Jaden Rowell.
It was broken up by Jaden Riles, Tristan. If he would have had that, there's no doubt in my mind that he would have had his first pick 6 of the season.
Riles made a great play on the ball there, and he had a ton of momentum going for him. That surely would have been a touchdown.
He had the speed, he just couldn't hold on for the interception.
Still great IQ there to break up the pass there by Riles.
3 minutes left, 2nd and 10 on the Wildcats' own 27-yard line. We had a timeout here. You charge the Wildcats. Take this opportunity to remind you about CHS's Theater Production Camp Rock. It's going on this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Tickets are $7. Hope you enjoy the show. I certainly did. Tristan, did you enjoy?
Great show.
Well, according to Tristan, it's a great show, guys. He couldn't wait to answer the question. He's wanting you to go see it. So at the start of resuming the action, we'll be back after this. He's 2nd and 10, drops back, pump fakes, looks, almost blocked, but deflected by a lineman, taken up by the legs there. 88 had a hold on Tyler Parks there.
That was Jarrell Rice on the reception there, but it looks like it could be coming back.
There's a flag on the play. It was thrown in the area, possible holding there.
Holding, number 44 in the offense. 10-yard penalty, required to foul. 8 seconds left.
So the Wildcats will have to move back 10 yards after the hold.
Just a minimal mistake there for the Wildcats. It's 2:50 and counting left in the first half of play. 2nd and 15.
Ball looks to be on about the 22-yard line. Snap. Almost deflected, and that's just through the hands of the receiver. That is intended for number 10 of the Wildcats offense.
Number 10, Davion Lahr.
That was number 19, Payson Woods, jumping up there, and he almost deflected that one.
It'll be 3rd down and 15.
It's almost caught by number 10, Davion Lahr. Be a crucial 3rd down for the Wildcats as they look to get the first down here to get the momentum away from the Panthers going into halftime. Seven seconds left on the play clock. 3 receivers wide. Drops back. Looks. Almost deflected. A flag does come out. And that's going to be caught by number 8. But it's going to probably be coming back after the hold.
That's Josh Beck on the reception there, but there is a flag.
And the quarterback looks like he knows what it is. He knows it's probably going to be holding.
That could have been a huge play there for the Wildcats.
On the defense. That penalty will lead to crime. 1st down.
No, it will be a legal hand to the face on the Panthers.
Penalty was declined there. The Wildcats will keep their gain from that huge play.
It'll be a first down here for the Wildcats after the big play.
2:33 now left in the first half of play. 1st and 10. Wildcats on the 44.
Gives it back to that fullback there. That's number 32.
It's Aaron Sims on the carry.
Looks like he got a gain of maybe 2 or 3 on the play.
And off goes 32, Aaron Sims.
2:09 left to go here in the first half of play. We're just now approaching 2 minutes. We're at 2 minutes. Back in that off formation is the Wildcats. He just throws a little quick pass there. He'll have enough for the first down as they're keeping on driving back. As flags come out. Looks like there may have been some words exchanged there, maybe. See what the flag's all about. Could be another personal foul on North Little Rock.
Late hit, number 11, defense. 15-yard penalty.
Well, that was a late hit on the Panthers. That'll be number 11.
It's Kyle McIntyre, senior, just showing some emotion there.
So they move up even closer to the end zone to get some points on the board before half. There's another timeout is called. Be charged to the Cabot Panthers. So, per usual, we'll take a break. We'll be right back when the action resumes. Your Panthers are still in the lead, 27-14.
Realty Arkansas Cabot, 3065 Highway 367, 501-286-6072.
We're back here. Action just about to resume. 1:42 left to go in the first half. Wildcats have the ball 1st and 10 on the Panthers 18. The Panthers are in the lead 27-14. If you're just joining us, I'm Tristan Harlan alongside my broadcast partner, Tristan Bates. Wildcats are on the I formation. They give it to that fullback once again. Referees are going to blow it dead. They're saying a false start is called.
Good ball. False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
So they'll move back even more after the penalty.
That'll move them back to about the 23 here, 1st and 15.
I formation pitches it to number 22. He's around the corner. Looks like he was just pushed out of bounds.
22, Brandon Thomas on the carry.
Thomas there running to the outside.
1:34 left to go here in the first half of play.
Gain of 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
And 7 there will be 2nd and 8 for the Wildcats. 1:34 left. Back in the I formation, they give it to the fullback once again. The fullback tries to break one, tries to run over a defender, but he is unsuccessful.
Aaron Sims already with 2 touchdowns tonight, looking for a 3rd one there, just nowhere to go.
North Little Rock Trojan Wildcats only have only had one man so far do all their scoring. Meanwhile, the Panthers have had multiple. Looks like that goes nowhere as well.
32, Aaron Sims brought down,
Including a variety of ways to score shown by Tyler G.
Tyler G has shown a variety of ways to score tonight, Tristan. What's some of those ways that he's shown us?
Well, he's caught a touchdown, he's thrown for a touchdown, and he's ran for a touchdown.
What's next?
He might just crawl for a touchdown. He might walk into the end zone.
He might return a kickoff for a touchdown.
Anything's possible here, Tristan.
Coach Reed's going to put him at cornerback at the last second of the first half. He's going to intercept it, run it all the way back and score.
Well, that might be a little unlikely there, Tristan, for G to come in, but He has certainly played sensational tonight.
So there is a timeout on the field. Great game we've had. If you're just joining us, we're here in Panther Stadium. It's a cold night here, November the 8th, 2019. Both teams are looking to win tonight's game to get the home playoff game, as we've mentioned before here tonight.
Huge stakes here tonight.
Cabot has returned to the field. They're backed up against the wall here, deep in their own territory. As the Wildcats look to score, here come the Wildcats offense. Minute 10 left to go in the first half of play. Back of that I formation is North Little Rock. 1st and 7 on the 7. They give it to number 22. He steps up, tries to juke a man. They'll stop him there.
Thomas tries to get to the outside there.
Clock's running, 59 seconds left. If you're North Little Rock, you got to get something going or you're going to run out of time.
Both teams do have one timeout left here, as it'll be 2nd and goal from the 8.
They'll give it to that fullback, and he's just gone nowhere.
32 Aaron Sims on the
Sims gone nowhere there. The Panthers defense may come up with a goal line stand here. 36 and counting, 3rd and goal here for the Wildcats at the 5-yard line. They hand it off. No, he'll keep it himself. He's rolling. He has room, and he's just going to go in the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for the charging Wildcats. 19 seconds left. They left us 19 seconds on the clock before halftime.
It could be a lot of time left for the Panthers to score. They still have one timeout as Damon Bell charges into the end zone there for the Wildcats.
We're probably just going to knee it to send us to the half safely.
That might be the safest option.
Or Tyler G could drop back, throw it to receiver, and we could score.
Could happen. Graham Turner could break one right up the middle.
It happened before the season.
Anything's possible. Maybe a Braden J or a Garrett Freeman kick return.
Hey, Braden J did it against Catholic. Kick is up and is good. So it'll be 27-20.
Point after is good. 19 seconds.
19 seconds left to go in the first half.
First Arkansas Bank and Trust. Your Cabot Panthers 27. Aurora 21.
We're waiting the kickoff here.
So here we go. Freeman and Jay are back to return here.
Waiting the kickoff here still. Both teams are lined up. .19 seconds left, 27-21. Cabot is in the lead. So we're waiting to kick off here. Here it comes. It's a good line drive kick, fielded about the 10-yard line.
This is Braden J on the return.
He runs to the right. He has an open field. He's still going. He's launched out of bounds at around the 35-yard line.
Now we'll see what Coach Reed will dial up here, whether we'll knee it and take it into half, whether we'll try to put some more points on the board with 11 seconds left in the first half of play.
Well, usually there was a penalty on the play. It was a holding, but that doesn't matter. Usually in this situation, Coach Reed usually tells his guys, okay, knee it, let's go to halftime. But expect the unexpected here for Cabot football. We could launch one and score. Tyler G could throw a bomb.
There has been some trickery tonight, but it does look like it will be the kneel-down formation.
Take the snap, and he'll just knee it down. Send us to halftime. 7 seconds left counting. Both teams will rush to their portion of the field, portion of the tunnel to get something going. That'll be in the end of the first half. Your Panthers are in the lead, 27-21. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see some great entertainment from the Cabot High Theater Department, go see Camp Rock this weekend in the Cabot High School Auditorium. We'll be right back at the start of the second half. Go Panthers. Welcome back. We are back here for the second half of tonight's game. If you're just joining us, I'm Tristan Harlan alongside my broadcast partner Tristan Bates. We're here in Cabot, Arkansas for the Cabot versus North Little Rock game. High stakes here, Tristan. Why don't you tell our viewers and people watching all around the world, wherever they may be, what the stakes are in tonight's game for the winner?
Well, it certainly is high stakes here tonight. The winner of tonight's game will have home field advantage in the first round of the playoffs.
That is true. Right now, it looks like Cabot will get that home field advantage as the score looks to prevail that the Panthers take tonight's win. Formation, they give it to that fullback once again, but it looks like the Panthers defense was ready and expecting it in the first half.
Aaron Sims just nowhere to go there. He was stuffed.
So it'll be second down here for the Wildcats after the loss of yardage. First half was really exciting, wasn't it, Tristan?
It certainly was an exciting first half, especially with the Panthers on top.
Especially with Tyler G showing his love for the game and the athleticism that he possesses. That's just a short run there by number 22 of the Wildcats.
That's Brandon Thomas on the carry.
Love your energy tonight. You're super excited.
I am. Maybe the last home game of the season here for the Panthers.
Maybe. It's not going to be the last home game because we got that playoff game coming up.
Certainly looks like it tonight, Tristan.
Not to jump the gun, but you got to hope that the Panthers win tonight's game because it's a long drive to Fayetteville if they lose and we go there to broadcast the first round. There was a timeout on the field, so per usual, even though we just got back from halftime, we're going to take a break. And we'll be right back at the resume of action. Go Panthers.
Red River is proud to support the community of Cabot and the Cabot Panthers for over 15 years now. We are and we will continue to be your hometown dealership. Make that beautiful drive to Heber Springs, or you can visit us online at redriverdodge.com. And don't forget, we deliver. Go Panthers!
We're back here. Third down here for the Wildcats. 2 men in the backfield, 4 receivers wide. Drops back, looks, has a man open that is caught. He breaks one, tries to spin away from 2, but a sea of red stops the play from going anywhere else.
Looks like the Wildcats will be well short of the first down here.
So it looks like the offense was still on the field as the defense is just pumping the defense up, the fans up, and you can feel the quaking there here in the stadium.
Panther faithful stomping their feet.
Just listen to that rumble there. Place is deafening. I can't even hear myself think. Hits the ball off. Ooh, what a good hit. What a good hit. What a stop. They're on third down.
Great play from the Cabot defense there. Great penetration through the center of the offensive line, and the Panthers will take over on downs.
So the Panthers will take over here after the turnover on downs. This offense coming back out. We saw what this offense can do in the first half, Tristan. We saw our starting quarterback get a receiving touchdown, a rushing touchdown, and a couple passing touchdowns. And he sends a man in motion here, rolls out, looks for a man, throws it. That's going to be caught. Tries to break away from one, but he's just pushed out about it around the 40-yard line.
That's Tanner Wilson on the reception there.
Tanner Wilson. Tackle made by number 13, Randall Abrams. Gain of 4 on the play.
This creative Cabot offense looks to continue their momentum and put some more points on the board.
no doubt in my mind that this Panther offense can do just that. 9:52 left to go here in the third quarter of play. Sends the man in motion. G hands it off to Grant Turner. Grant Turner breaks one as he's just up almost to the linebackers of the Wildcat defense. Looks like he gained about 5, so it'll be 3rd and short here. With 36, it'll be 3rd and 1 with 9:37 left to go here in the third quarter of play. Tyler G's probably going to keep it himself right here, eh, Tristan?
I could see it here, Tristan.
Back in that I formation is Cabot. Cabot's had some dangerous things. And look, Tyler G keeps it. And Tyler G has the first down, Tristan. Tyler G has the first down.
There it is. You called it, Tristan.
Just because this is the first down of the second half, Tristan, would you like to take it with me again?
What's that going to be, Tristan?
It's going to be a Cabot Panther first down. Man, I love doing that. Love it when the Cabot Panthers get a first down. Love it when they get gain yards. And just anything. Just love the loads of entertainment. Speaking of entertainment, this weekend, if you're looking for something to do, you could come down to the Cabot High Auditorium and see Camp Rock showing Saturday and Sunday of this weekend.
It's a great show. I encourage everybody to go out and see it as G drops back here.
Looks, he throws it to Grant Turner in the flat. He's crossed the 30. He breaks one. He's down at about the first down marker.
Tackle made by number 14, Monte Holmes. Gain of 8 on the play.
North Little Rock isn't really picking up what the Panthers are doing here on offense. They're slowly picking away at this North Little Rock defense. And I'm not trying to sound mean or unsportsmanlike when I say this, but North Little Rock has really been inconsistent so far in the second half of play. Because the first half, towards the end, they kind of was starting to stop the Panthers' offense momentum a little bit, and now they're just letting the Panthers' offense just kind of toy with them, do what they please with this defense.
Well, it looks like the Wildcats, once again, as I said earlier, look to be on their heels a little bit, as this Cabot offense has been absolutely crafty this entire game.
Certainly have, Tristan, as the Cabot Panthers do pick up another first down on the play. Back of that off. No, he just hands it off to Grant Turner. Grant Turner doesn't really get a gain of any, so it'll be 2nd and 10 on the 27:41 left to go in the third quarter of play.
First contact made by number 3, Carol Allen.
Carol Allen is the man credited with the tackle. We wait this play here. 2nd down for the Panthers. G sends a man in motion, snaps, fakes the handoff, drops back, looks, has a man open. That's to Kyle Rudolph. Kyle Rudolph catches it. That's another Cabot Panther touchdown. That's another Cabot Panther touchdown, Tristan. That's another Cabot Panther touchdown. Man, you can feel it. You can hear the excitement in my voice. This Cabot Panther team is really looking revived and regenerated from the 2 weeks ago when they lost to Bryant here at home.
Dude, this Panther offense is looking absolutely fantastic there. It's that dynamic duo of G to Rudolph. Once again, they've been great all season, and they connect once again for the Cabot Panther touchdown.
The PAT is up. It is good for the Panthers. Tyler G just finds the Kyle Rudolph for the open touchdown pass. So it'll be 34-21. Your score is 7:02 left in the third quarter. Is now won the Jumbotron as the only player of the week. Preston Kiahi won that from Staff Sergeant Ray, presenting him with the trophy, giving him a little spiel about tonight's game and how he anchored the defensive side of the ball to really stop the Northside Grizzlies last week in the win. The Panthers is just really putting on a great showing here tonight.
They certainly are, and Preston Keogh, he is one of those effective seniors who's been great all season.
That is true. So it is 34-21 here. So we're waiting to kick from Rhett Thurman. Kick. Return over there. It will be returnable by number 25. He breaks one. He tries to break another. He gets around. He's still going. He's pushed out of bounds at around the 35-yard line.
It's actually number 29, Slayton Clark, on the return.
29, Slayton Clark on the return. Tackle made by number 44, Justin Pond.
After the great stop there
Will have the ball first and 10 at
on the
30-yard line.
previous possession, defensive possession of the Panthers, the Wildcats come out with the fresh new set of downs after the Panthers scored on their last offensive drive. The Wildcats are looking to do the same here on this drive. Sends the man in motion. Back in that I formation is North Little Rock. North Little Rock hands the ball off. Just as another sweep as they've done all game. He looks like he doesn't gain anything. No, he's keeping the pile going. He looks like he gained the first down there, Tristan.
22, Brandon Thomas on the carry.
And that's Brandon Thomas just fighting for more yards there on the outside.
Well, both teams have really been fighting for the yards when it comes to the run game.
It'll be first and 10 for North Little Rock at the 41-yard line.
North Little Rock will have a first and 10 there after the run. Back in that I formation is North Little Rock. Sends the tight end in motion here. We'll give it back to that fullback. He breaks free, and he's almost there. He almost breaks free for a touchdown. He's dropped it around the 45-yard line as they are now in Cabot territory here.
Sims just breaks through the middle once again. He's been effective all night.
The 48-yard line for North Little Rock.
So it is first down here for the North Little Rock charging Wildcats. As there will be a false start there. And that's what it will be, false start on the offense. So they'll move back about 5 yards. Man, what a game this has been for the Cabot Panthers, Tristan.
This has been a great game from the Panthers so far, and they look to keep their momentum on this drive.
You got to think that they're making this a statement for any other team that could be in the playoff watching tonight's game. Through our broadcaster, any coaches that are here tonight, they're trying to make a statement and saying, hey, just because we have a couple losses on our season doesn't mean that we're not the best football team in our conference in the state of Arkansas. And it looks to me like they're trying to prove that here tonight with them being in the lead 34-21 against North Little Rock, the team that almost beat the powerhouse Bryant last week but only lost by 1 touchdown.
That certainly could be the case here, as Jerome Rice just had the previous carry.
Almost deflected by the defensive line. A good hit there.
Pass complete to number 88, Braylon Battles.
Braylon Battles is the man
24, Jayden Riles.
who caught the ball. Jay Riles is the man credited with the tackle. So it is, once again, a third down for the Wildcats.
This could be huge for the Wildcats here. They may need this conversion.
Hands it off to the fullback, and he will be swallowed up in the backfield, not going anywhere.
Just a sea of defensive linemen there. Great penetration. That'll force fourth down.
They'll be given back to the Panther offense, so the Panthers could put even more points on the board. Here we are at the punt, but who knows, because even during the first half, they ran a fake punt. We could see it again here. They'll keep it, punt. That's just a high punt, not going nowhere. They'll bounce it out of bounds at around the 30-yard line, so the Panthers will take over here. Tristan, why don't you tell everybody how this game has progressed here tonight between both teams scoring here in Panther Stadium?
Well, both teams in the first half put a lot of points on the board, and including Tyler G for the Panthers, scoring in multiple ways, throwing some touchdowns. He ran for one and even caught one from Kyler Carmack.
That is true. He did that. What an exciting play that was. I'm still belittled myself that he pulled off such a great pass. We'll hand the ball off to Graham Turner. Graham Turner puts him in a spin cycle.
And
Great spin there by Turner.
Number 21, Jordan Owens on the tackle. Loss of 1 on the play, second down and 11.
So it'll be second and 11 here for the Panthers. Panthers have put on a great showing here tonight for their home fans, as most fans are hoping this is not the last time they see their Panthers play at home this season.
We certainly hope so too.
Ain't that the truth? G drops back, has a man open, breaks away from 2. He's just pushed out of bounds.
That's Braden Jay making another great play with his legs there.
Forced out of bounds on number 42, David Smith. That'll be a Cabot Panther.
Hey, Tristan, do you know what that will be?
What's that going to be, Tristan?
It's going to be another Cabot Panther first down. Hands it off to Graham Turner. Graham Turner breaks away from 1, breaks away from 2. He's dropped around midfield.
He's going to be very close to the first down here.
Gain of 9 on the play, second down and 1.
3 minutes and 25 seconds and counting left in the third quarter of play. Your Panthers still on top, 34-21.
So it'll be second down here for the Panthers. G hands the ball off to Graham Turner. Graham Turner rumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
Graham Turner on the carry, brought down by number 21, Jordan Owens.
Graham Turner once again on the carry, so it'll be second down here for the Panthers. Panthers have really, their offense has been firing on all cylinders here tonight.
They certainly have, putting up points in a variety of ways here tonight, Tristan.
Well, while we're taking a break of the action, don't forget this weekend that Cabot High Theater Department is producing Camp Rock Saturday and Sunday. Come down to the auditorium, see the showing. It's a wonderful showing of Camp Rock, isn't it, Tristan?
It really is a great show put on by our own theater department.
So it'll be first down here for the Panthers. G calls for the snap, drops back, looks, dumps it out in the flat. Dante Barker with a great catch as the ball does come out. North Little Rock does have it, but it looks like it may be an incomplete pass.
We will await the referee's decision here.
Looks like they will give it to the Wildcats, but Coach Reed is trying to tell him that it's an incomplete pass. I don't disagree with Coach.
When Never Look Barker had full possession of the ball there, but referee has decided it is a fumble, and that'll give the charging Wildcats the football.
So the North Little Rock Wildcats will take over here in Panther territory. Back of that I formation is North Little Rock. They fake the handoff. He keeps himself, and he's just almost dropped down in the backfield as he breaks one as a flag does come out.
And that certainly looked like a blindside block there, Tristan.
We're going to see what the referee has to say.
19, Damon Bell.
Looks like it will be a holding call.
39, Mason Wade.
And that's what it will be. It will be a holding call on the North Little Rock Wildcats.
That may slow down some of that Wildcat momentum after the turnover.
They have momentum.
Well, they might have a little momentum after that fumble.
That is true. That is true. They could have a little bit momentum after the fumble. This will be first and very long here. Drops back, looks, throws it over the middle. That's going to be complete. What a catch that was.
That's number 8, Josh Beck. Kyle McIntyre was right there to lay him out.
Looks like he may be hurt here. He's slow to get up. He's limping on that leg.
Hopefully he's all right. He did take a hard shot.
He looks like he's not able to put any weight on the leg whatsoever.
You just hate to see that.
What a great hit that was by Kyle McIntyre to try to jar the ball free.
It's a good hit by McIntyre, but you hate to see a player injured.
So it'll be second down here for the Wildcats.
2 minutes left in the third quarter of play.
I formation, hands the ball off, breaks one. Preston Kiai, he's able to wrap him up and drop him. Tyler Parks just jumps over him.
Number 11, Frederick O'Donnell.
Almost takes out his own ankle.
Frederick O'Donnell just wrapped up there.
It'll be third down and 6.
Great play by the Cabot Panther defense.
So Tyler Parks will, for the Panthers defense, will try to get these fans rowdy up. Listen to these fans here. It's so deafening in here. I can barely hear myself think once again. Be third down here.
Panther faithful making some noise.
Listen to these fans, Tristan. North Little Rock calls for the snap, drops back, looks, flag does come out. That is caught. Breaks one, breaks another. He looks like he has enough for the first down, but it could be coming back.
It was Davion Larf on the catch, but it could be coming back, as you said, Tristan. That's going to be an
illegal formation there.
Legal formation on the offense.
So the play will come back. It'll be another third and long. It'll be third and long once again. Listen to these fans, Tristan.
They're riled up once again.
Can you blame them? Listen to these fans. This is deafening here in Panther Stadium. Drops back, looks for the pass, breaks through the line. Holding should be called. It's gonna be ruled in it. It's gonna be ruled a complete catch there, but I don't think he got enough for the first down.
He's gonna be very close. It will depend on the referee's spot.
Pass away to number 88, Braylon Battle. Tackle made by number 24, Jaden Rouse.
The tackle was made by Jay Ross, but it is a fourth down call, so it looks like that the offense will stay out on the field here. Listen to the Cabot faithful, Tristan. They're telling their guys to get going. They flip it to the handoff. He's going to have enough for the first down here.
It's number 25, Jarrell Rice on the carry.
Jarrell Rice brought down by number 59, Hayden Matthews.
Hayden Matthews is credited with the tackle. 34 seconds left here in the third quarter of play. Wildcats are on the 29-yard line, 18 seconds of counting, back in that I formation, first and 10, hands the ball off to the fullback, he breaks one, he's almost in open field, he's still going, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, he's still going as he's called out, with 4 seconds left on the clock, Tristan.
Sims just showing his power there, just carrying defenders on his back.
We're on the 8-yard line.
32 Aaron Sims on the carry.
34-21, 4 seconds left to go in the third quarter of play. First and goal here for the Wildcats. Handed off once again. He's going to be short of the end zone there.
they gave that one to Kevin Wallace the second there, his first carry of the game.
As that will be the end of the third quarter. Your Panthers are still in the lead, 34-21, but that could change here very soon as the Wildcats are in the red zone of the Panthers. We'll be right back at the start of the fourth quarter. And as always, go Panthers.
That'll be the final play of the night's third quarter. 3 quarters of play in tonight's game. The Big Rock First Arkansas back in front. Your Cabot Panthers 34-34. North Little Rock 21.
Arkansas Cabot. 3065 Highway 367. 501 286 6072.
We're back here as the Wildcats are in prime scoring position here. The start of the fourth quarter. They give it, and that he will walk in the end zone. That will be a touchdown for the Wildcats.
That's Aaron Sims once again putting the charging Wildcats in the end zone.
So the score now will be 34-28. Your Panthers are still in the lead with about 11:54 left to go in the fourth quarter.
So here we go as they trot the kicking team out for the PAT to make it 34-28.
Tristan, you know what I've just realized?
What have you just realized?
This whole game, North Little Rock has had the same guy on the field for not only their offense for being quarterback, he's staying on the field to be the whole field goal holder.
Point after is good.
Well, he's multi-talented.
Yes.
That's a lot of trust in one guy, though.
I mean, look at what Tyler G's done tonight.
Tyler G has been sensational tonight.
It's been very special. Speaking of special, if you want to see a special showing, come on down to the Cabot High Auditorium to see Camp Rock. Camp Rock airing this weekend. The theater department works very hard to put on a production, and according to Tristan Bates and myself, it's a very good show.
It's a wonderful show.
So come on down. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors that support us here, the Panthers, the CHTV, it's Red River Dodge, Colton's for providing the great food tonight, DQ, everybody that supports us. We just want to say thank you, and thank you so much for all you've done. Waiting the kickoff here.
Braden Jay and Garrett Freeman are the deep returnmen.
11:58 left to go in the game. Kick underway. Long drive kick. It's returnable at around the 10-yard line. Tries to run around the right side to get something going. He tries to break away from one, but he's met by a group of Wildcat defenders. So he's pushed out around the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
That was Jay on the return there, just trying to break one to the outside.
34-28 is your score still. If you're just tuning in, I'm Tristan Harlan along with Tristan Basis. There is a flag on the field.
This one will go against the Panthers here, so they'll be backed up a little bit.
Panthers in their own territory. G drops back, looks for the pass. He's sacked.
He's going to be sacked in the end zone there, so it'll be a safety.
Should we rule a safety? North Little Rock looks like they're getting some momentum here.
That will make the score 34-30. Panthers still on top. But the charging Wildcats are charging to life here, Tristan.
They're trying to get something going because they don't want to play that away game in the playoffs.
And with that, the Wildcats will receive the ball as well.
That is true. Once you get a safety, you give up the points and you get the ball right back to the other team. Getting the kick here from Rhett Thurman. Tristan, is it possible that the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats are starting to take over the fourth quarter to win tonight's game?
Well, as of right now, it looks like the Wildcats do have the momentum as we begin the fourth quarter.
There's no doubt in my mind that some of that second half magic will come into effect sooner rather than later for the Panthers. I'm going to go ahead and make a bold prediction here. I make a bold prediction that either Carson Attaway or Jaden Riles makes an interception to get the ball back to the Panthers offense.
That certainly is a bold prediction, but I'd love to see it happen.
As that was an average return there for the Wildcats.
29 play start on the return. North Little Rock will have the ball first and at the 44-yard line.
The defense is back out on the field for your Cabot Panthers. The ball is around the 49-yard line. Excuse me, the 44-yard line, that is. Back in that I formation, they're just going to flip it to a toss. He'll get nowhere, maybe a gain of 2 on the play.
It's Jarrell Rice receiving the toss there.
North Little Rock has mainly ran the ball all game.
On the tackle, gain of 1 on the play, second down and 9.
Back in that I formation is North Little Rock. They flip the ball off for a running back toss. He's around the right side. He's wrapped up. He'll be brought down to the backfield before anything can really get going.
That's Rice again, but he's met by Kyle McIntyre among a sea of Panthers defenders.
Kyle McIntyre. It'll be third down and 8.
Kyle McIntyre was the man credited with the tackle as the Cabot faithful is getting riled up as it is a big time third down here for the Panthers to stop. Here we go. Probably the biggest third down of the game so far. Drop back, looks, throws it, has a man open. He just shot him. So it will be a fourth down coming up, Tristan. That's just something you can't have if you're trying to come back in the football game.
He was looking for Davion Larf over the middle there, and to be honest with you, Tristan, if he would have connected with him, that might have been a touchdown for the charging Wildcats.
That is a good point. That very well could have been a touchdown.
That may be the key play that could determine the outcome of this game.
Looks like the punting unit is coming out on the field, but knowing North Little Rock, they could throw it and the punter could kick a field goal from right here.
You gotta watch the fake once again and be aware.
Snap to the punter. Punter punts it. Cairo just waves it off for a fair catch at the 20-yard line, so the offense is taking over their own territory once again. The Panthers are in the lead, but only by 4, so you got to hope that your offense can get something going here to get some points on the board to put the game really out of reach for the Wildcats here in the final quarter of play.
Yeah, the Panthers on this drive are just going to be looking to shut the door as there is 10 minutes and 19 seconds left in the final quarter of play.
Regardless of how this game turns out, it's really been an exciting game, back and forth the whole way. G and Turner are the 2 men in the backfield, 3 receivers out wide, sends a man in motion. G shovels it off to Turner. Turner tries to find something. He's pushed out of bounds at around the 21-22-yard line.
Graham Turner on the carry. Tackle made by number 42, David Smith.
So it'll be second down here for the Panthers.
Taken down in 7 after that gain of 3 by the run to the outside by Turner.
Kyle Rudolph in Mowdy is the 2 receivers out right. G drops back, looks. He's almost sacked, and he will be sacked.
G just swallowed up by a sea of charging Wildcat defenders there.
Looks like the Panthers' momentum may be slowly slipping away from them.
So it will now be 3rd and 18 for the Panthers on their own 11.
Need some of that magical fairy dust that comes in the second half of Cabot Panther football games. We get a first down here to keep the lead available for the Panthers. As G doesn't like what he sees here, so he calls an audible. 3 receivers out. Cairo's lone man on the right. He will hand it off to Graham Turner. Graham Turner's just swallowed up, gone nowhere.
Graham Turner on the carry.
Just nowhere to go there for Turner, and Cabot will send out the punting unit once again.
It'll be 4th down and 18 for the Panthers.
So will be a punt here for the Panthers. Punt low. What a punt that is by Rhett Thurman. Was returnable, but he just waves it off, fair catch, so he'll be down at around the 43-yard line.
Thurman able to corral that low snap there as he was punting out of his own end zone.
So the North Little Rock charging Wildcats will take over here with good field position.
Looking to continue their momentum.
Let's run it here as he goes nowhere. Gets a gain of maybe 3 on the play.
32, Aaron Sims on the carry. Gain of 4 on the play, 2nd down and 6.
Should be second down here for the Wildcats. Back in that I formation. Sends their tight end in motion, right to left. Snaps, gives it off to their fullback. Has nowhere to go. Cabot just wrapped him up down at about the 40-yard line. So it'll be another big third down coming up for the Wildcats.
The Panthers will be looking to make another clutch 3rd down stop here as time winds down in the 4th quarter. We're just under 8 minutes to play. The Panthers still on top, 34-30.
Well, I thought last drive was the biggest third down of the game so far, but this right here has to be the biggest third down of the game right now. Cabot Faithful's rumbling their feet. Just pitches it, and he just overthrows his receiver. You love to see it if you're a Cabot Panther a member of the Cabot Panther Faithful, but hate to see it if you're a fan of the Wildcats.
Well, that is the 2nd time in a row he's looked for Devion Warf on 3rd down, and it's just overthrown him.
Looks like they will like to go for it here on 4th down, so they stop here. Cabot can get the ball, run the clock out.
Could happen. 7:35 left, 4th and 6th.
Draws back, looks, Hat throws it. He's going to throw it. That's going to be intercept. No.
Jaden Riles making another great play on the ball there, just unable to corral the interception. But still, great play on the ball, great coverage by Cabot, and they'll take over on downs.
Man, what a game Cabot has had so far. So the Panthers will take over here. Kyler Carmack is the man of motion. Hands it off. No. G drops back. Looks. Throws it deep with this one. Has a man open. That is going to be caught. No. He just drops it at the last second.
Rudolph just unable to corral that one. G drops it right in over his shoulder. Would have been a huge play for the Panthers. Just unable to corral that one.
He had Cairo, but Cairo just couldn't hold on at that last second. Hit a tackle on his feet. So it'll be second down here for the Panthers. Back in that I formation is Cabot. Flag is down. Probably be a false start here on the Panthers.
It looks like the referee is going to call this one a false start.
What it is a false start on Cabot. So they'll move back some yards. 7:22 left here in the ball game. Cabot still in the lead by 4. It'll be second and 15. Speaking of 15, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Red River Dodge, for over 15 years of supporting your Cabot Panthers.
Red River Dodge among one of the great sponsors supporting our Cabot Panthers.
G sends a man in motion here. Hands the ball off. Graham Turner breaks one. He's around the outside. He almost has the first down there.
It's going to be very close, as that may be Turner's longest runner of the day.
It certainly is, Tristan. $7:15 left to go here in tonight's ball game. They give it to him. Do you know what that's going to be, Tristan?
What's that going to be, Tristan?
Well, Tristan and everybody watching around the world or wherever you may be, that will be another Cabot Panther.
First down.
It's okay. You're getting there. You just got to get on beat and get the growl.
Hey, we'll get it going.
Get the growl with me. As Graham Turner's just slammed on the ground by number 3. Okay, act like you've been there before, man. That's Terrell Allen.
Loss of 2 on the play, second down at the 12.
So it'll be second down here for the Panthers, second and 12. 6:52 left to go here in the game. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of tonight's football game will receive a home playoff game either next week or the week after that in the first round of the playoff. Carmack is the man of motion, but a timeout is called. We charge the Cabot, so per usual, during timeouts, we'll take a break. We'll be back after this. Score is 34-30, Cabot. We're back here, resume of action, second and 12, 6:28. You're just tuning in. Your Panthers are in the lead, 34-30. Tristan Harlan along with Tristan Bates. G keeps it for himself. Jukes one. He's hitting the hip. G's still on his feet. Look at that. There's that roll. There's the roll I was telling you about, Tristan. I just had the slightest bit of feeling that G was going to try to roll somehow to get some kind of yardage or a touchdown.
G has done almost absolutely everything he can on the offensive side of the ball tonight. He knows how important this game is.
Him and a bunch of fans here in Panther Stadium as Cabot's in that I formation. Gets the guy jumping. G calls for the snap, fakes the handoff, drops back, Luke throws it deep, has a man open. That is just gonna be overthrown.
He's looking for Rudolph there.
Cairo had a break on the ball.
Just unable to catch up to that one. It'll be 4th and 5 for the Panthers.
There will be a holding call on the Panthers.
It looks like the penalty is declined, so it will still be 4th down for the Panthers. They will send out Rhett Thurman and the punt team with 5 minutes and 34 seconds left in the final quarter of play.
Thurman is the man on the field to punt it here. High snap, punt, long, high, good punt. It bounces. What a good bounce that is for Cabot as it just rolls out of bounds deep in North Little Rock's territory.
That'll be another possession where the Wildcats have to start inside their own 15.
They've done it before, and quite frankly, they didn't get nothing out of it when they had.
They're certainly going to need something here, as there is a flag on the play here.
See what the referee has to say. So it was a holding call on North Little Rock,
which will back the Wildcats even further into their own territory. They're now on their own 6-yard line.
5:25 left to go in tonight's football game. Cabot in the lead by 4. First to 10. North Little Rock has the ball at their own 6-yard line. Back in that I formation is North Little Rock. Snaps, fakes the handoff, looks, throws it deep, has a man overthrown once again. That's been the story of the past couple possessions for both teams. Which quarterback can find their target, or which quarterback can keep overthrowing their guys. We've seen it twice now from North Little Rock's quarterback when he overthrew his man on 3rd down, and when he overthrew his guy right then and there.
He was looking for Stewart there over the middle. That was number 15.
That would be Jacory Stewart. $5:19 left. Plays called dead. It'll be a false start. What a turn of events it's been for the Cabot Panthers. First, they stop them on 4th down. Then, they get a pin deep in their own territory by a great punt.
And now the Wildcats will be backed up even further. Now they're on their own 3-yard line on 2nd and 13.
With 5:17 left to go in the game, Tristan. Fakes the handoff, drops back, looks, has all the time in the world, scrambles, has nowhere to go, he throws it deep, this up in the air, that's going to be intercepted, that's going to be intercepted. Cabot will get the ball back. Go ahead, stick that final nail in the coffin, start digging the grave. This game is over.
That is a huge interception by the Panther defense, but it appears there is a flag in the end zone.
It'll be holding on North Little Rock.
So the Panthers will keep possession of the ball.
They'll be holding on North Little Rock.
Safety for the Panthers.
Like I said, you can go ahead and start digging the grave, signing off for this one. This game's over. Cabot's won this football game, even though there's still plenty of time left. I don't see North Little Rock coming back from this one.
The Panthers will certainly be looking to finish off the game right here on this drive. actually, it appears the holding did occur in the end zone, so that will be a safety.
It's a safety? Oh, yeah, ball game. This game's over. 36-30. Cabot does get it. I don't see how that is a safety, however, but actually, I take that back. I do see it because the flag was 5 yards, but they didn't have the 5 yards to give, so therefore,
Correct.
They ruled it a safety. Okay, I see where it's going now.
And the Panthers will receive the ball as well, and they should have good field position after this return.
Well, depends on how far this kick is.
Jay and Freeman back to return as always.
Kick, long, drive, kick, fielded around the 30-yard line, 35, 40. Oh, he falls down at around the 38, 39-yard line.
Jay just trying to make a man miss there, just unable to stay on his feet.
Flips up at the 38-yard line where the Panthers will have the ball first and 10.
This will be first and 10 for the Panthers. .5:01 left to go here in tonight's football game. Final game of the regular season. This is Cabot senior night. I formation is Cabot. Fakes the hand. No, be blown dead. Be called a false start. So after the penalty, Cabot will move back and now have a first and 15. Cabot is in the I formation here. Hands the ball off to Graham Turner. Graham Turner has nowhere to go, but he doesn't get a gain of any there.
Graham Turner on the carry, tackle made by number 21, Jordan Owens. Gain of 1 on the play, second down and 14.
Temperature outside is 33 degrees, Tristan. You got to expect those players are freezing down there.
It is a cold night under the lights here at Panther Stadium, as now it'll be second and 14.
All we need is it to drop 1 degree, start sprinkling a little bit, and you know what that will cause? Some snow. This is the man in motion. G fakes the handoff, throws it deep with this one. He has a man. That is going to be caught. That's going to be caught by Kyler Carmack, but there is a penalty on the play.
It's
Pass complete number 7, Kyler Carmack.
It's directly in the area of the catch there.
Could be holding on the defense.
May unfortunately also be a push off on Carmack there.
It was a push off by Carmack there, as the referee was saying before you talked over him.
Well, I sincerely apologize to the referee.
So the Panthers will move back even deeper in their own territory here. 4:19 left to go.
After the penalty, it'll be second down and 29 for the Panthers.
It'll be second and 29 here for the Panthers. Back in that I formation is Cabot. They hand the ball to Graham Turner. Graham Turner tries to get something out of nothing. Be third down here for the Panthers.
Gain of 4 on the play, third down and 25.
Third down now and 25 for the Panthers. Just under 4 minutes to play. Panthers are still up 36-30.
3:46 left to go in the ball game. G sends a man in motion, left to right, drops back, looks, has a man open. It's going to be incomplete there. Looks like he was going to
Pass intended for number 5, Braden J.
Braden J on the play, so the punting unit will come out on the field.
the punting unit. We're out.
What a great punt that was by Rhett Thurman. Finally, the North Little Rock Wildcats will catch one of the punts.
49-yard line where North Little Rock will take over first and 10.
Yeah, at the 49-yard line, first and 10, 3:29 left to go in the game.
And if you're the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats, you got to think, with only 3:29 left in the game, down 6, this possession, it may be now or never.
Well, if they don't get it here or the next time they have the ball, you can pretty much go ahead and start warming up the bus so it can get warm on this cold night here in Cabot. As there's another flag down.
32 Aaron brought down by number 33. Great Saints with a flag on the play.
Couldn't hear the referee on that one, but we'll be on the Wildcats, so that's good.
It's always good to see a penalty.
On the Wildcats, especially.
Yes.
On the Panthers. It is another attempt there for the Panthers. As you can hear, the Cabot faithful are getting very excited here for the Panthers to get the stop here. Snap, drops back, looks, throws it. He's going to have a man. He's just going to be caught, but that's not going to be enough for the first down.
That's Braylon Battles on the reception, but Tyler Parks on the tackle.
Here we go, second down for the Wildcats. 2:53 left and counting. Looks like it will be a quarterback keeper. He's down about the 40-yard line.
Before Kareem Cotton on the keeper.
Looks like he'll be short
Brought down
by just a yard here. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Wildcats with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the final quarter of play.
Cabot faithful getting fired up. Student section getting fired up. Everybody's getting fired up. Everybody's getting fired up. Tristan, are you getting fired up?
The whole stadium is getting fired up here, Tristan.
He breaks away. He will have the first down there for the Wildcats. Everybody's not so fired up anymore. Kind of cooled down in the cold weather here at Cabot, Arkansas. 2:10 left. I can almost hear the fat lady singing. Snaps the ball, hands it off to the running back. He doesn't go anywhere. Minute 56. Remember, last week, North Little Rock drove down the field, had a perfect opportunity to score, and potentially Tyler Bryant send the game in overtime, and they had a timeout, but they didn't call it. The clock ran out on them, so they could have had the same fate here tonight.
The Wildcats do have 2 timeouts in their possession tonight with 1:30 left.
Goes back, looks, has a man, so we call it. He does have the first down now. They're at about the 20-yard line. 1:26 left to go in the game.
Tackle made by James Brown.
It is a timeout on the field. The band is going crazy. Everybody's going crazy here in Panther Stadium. Timeout was called. You got to think that Coach Reed and his coaches are telling his guys, hey, you can't quit grinding now. You got to keep on going. You got to keep on pushing. You got to keep on keeping on when you're getting pushed around. You just can't let nobody tell you that you can't win the game, that you can't win the battle, that you can't win the day, that you got to have to put the emergency brake on your heels and not let them go anywhere.
Panthers defense has got to be right now in a bend but don't break mentality. They cannot allow the Charging Wildcats to find their way into the end zone.
The Faithful is getting fired up here. Minute 26 left. First and 10 on the 22. North Little Rock calls for the snap. Fakes the handoff. Quarterback keeps it himself. He tries to get around the corner, but he doesn't get any sort of luck there.
Cotton on the carry brought down by number 11, Kyle McIntyre.
Kyle McIntyre is the one credited with the tackle.
And the clock continues to move here. We're almost under a minute.
Minute 5 and counting. 3, 2, 1. Under a minute. This is where the game gets down to the haywire. Keeps it himself. He has nowhere to go. He's pushed up back in the backfield by the Panthers defense. 50 seconds left. Come on, Cabot. I know you can do it. I know you can keep on keeping on. Will be another timeout here, so we're going to take a break when action resumes. We're back here at the resume of action. Big time third down, 47 seconds left, third and 15. Back in that I formation is North Little Rock. Calls for the snap, pitches it, has a man, he's open, and he's just gonna get the first down there.
That's Sims there on the carry.
32 Aaron Sims on the carry. Tackle made by number 33, Ray Spinks.
Ray Spinks was credited with the tackle. 39 seconds and counting. They got to get something here if they want any chance of winning the game. Drops back, looks, has a man incomplete, but a flag does come out.
This flag will be very interesting.
Go to the referee, see what he thinks it's going to be. Looks like he said it was on North Little Rock. No, it will be on the Panthers. Pass interference. Looks like they'll move back just a hair. 32 seconds left. First and 5. Make it or break it. Time for Cabot. North Little Rock scores. They have a chance to win the game. Was a time? Looks like there was maybe a timeout called. No, there was not. Just trying to get the clock set, get everything set. 32 seconds. This is probably the deciding drive right here, Tristan.
Panther faithful making noise again. We need a stop here.
This is the play right here. Oh, it's fumble! Who came up with it? If Cabot came up with it, this is ball game. North Little Rock. Time was going to continue going. There was a timeout on the field.
And that is the Charging Wildcats' last timeout here with 25 seconds left.
So we're going to take a break with the action. We'll be right back. We're back here. Second and 9 on the 9-yard line, 25 seconds left. North Little Rock is out of timeouts, down by a touchdown. They need something here to win the game. Another timeout was called. It has to be Cabot, so they're out of timeouts as well. What a game this has been, Tristan.
This certainly has been one of the most exciting games of the season so far.
We've seen two teams fight really hard, fight with all they have to secure a playoff game. If two teams are fighting this hard over a home playoff game, I wonder what the state championship's going to look like.
Playoffs certainly look like they're going to be intense this year.
It's true. This has been a really special game, Tristan. I'm glad I've gotten to call it with you.
Certainly am glad as well that you have been my broadcast partner for tonight's contest.
Tell you what, I'm glad that everything's okay with you while you couldn't be at the game last week. We missed you. I missed you.
Well, thank you, Tristan.
All right, here we go. Make it a break at time for the Panthers. Everybody, please get on your feet, get on the edges of your seat, even though you probably already are. 25 seconds left. This is going to probably decide the ball game right here. This play. Everybody's cheering as loud as they can, trying to get their team. Snap, has a man. That is going to be incomplete. That's going to be incomplete. What a stop that was. But the clock does stop, Tristan. With that incomplete pass, the clock does stop.
Honestly, that was a touchdown saving deflection there. Great defense by the Panthers.
Be 3rd and 9 here. 2 more stops and it's Cabot win. 2 more stops and it's Cabot win. Drops back, looks, has a man. He's going to go. He's going to catch it. That's going to be a touchdown. That's going to be a touchdown for North Little Rock. I cannot believe he caught that.
That will now make it a tie game at 36.
Looks like Tyler Parks is down with the injury.
Parks was the man in coverage there.
If Tyler Parks is injured, he's heartbroken that he couldn't get on the ball and stop the score. Tyler Parks is hurt. He must have rolled his ankle or had that ankle stepped on.
I certainly hope he's okay, Tristan.
We've seen PATs miss here tonight, so if this PAT is no good, we could be looking at an overtime game.
And this is the most important PAT of the season.
Cabot has no timeouts to ice the kicker. Snap, kick, up, and is good. The North Little Rock Wildcats will take the lead with 1 point, 17 seconds left. This is the first lead they've had all game, Tristan. This game looks like it was been dominated by Cabot the whole way through, but instead of playing full quarters, it looks like that the North Little Rock Charging Wildcats has been able to find some kind of momentum, some kind of second birth of life to really get the score on the board and possibly win tonight's ball game, depending on what happens on this kickoff return.
The Wildcats certainly have charged back in the second half, but it's not over yet, folks. 17 seconds left.
Regardless of what happens tonight, both teams will make the playoff. However, home field advantage is what counts so right now. Kicking team charts on the field for North Little Rock. Just awaiting the kick here. Here comes the kick. There's a good kick. Returnable. He's going to lateral it. He's going to break one. He has open field. Get out of bounds. What a hit that was.
5 breaking day on the return. Knocked out of bounds by number 13, Randall.
So here we
Avon.
go now, 9 seconds left.
As North Little Rock possibly will be bringing out the prevent defense here.
Panthers will have the ball first and 10 for 35-yard line.
Really, one of two things needs to happen here for the Panthers. They need to get a quick play in these 9 seconds and stop the clock and then take a shot at the end zone. Or they could just take a shot at the end zone right off the bat here.
Well, if they don't want to take a shot at the end zone here, they got to get a caught pass and get it out of bounds. They don't have the timeout, so they need to get the ball out of bounds if they don't want us to go for the touchdown here.
And another option could be if they could somehow get it down the field.
But Thurman could come out to kick the game-winning field goal.
We're certainly correct, Tristan.
What a game this has been. Been on the edge of my seat since 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
So here we go, 9 seconds left. Panthers on their own 35.
So we'll make the game right here. Four receivers wide. G sends a man in motion. Calls for the snap. Drops back. Looks. Has a man open. He's going to lateral it across the field. He's going to catch it. But it's going to be a flag. Will probably be forward lateral. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be forward lateral. It's going to be on Cabot, so that's pretty much done deal. Unless Cabot can somehow miraculously get the touchdown here. It's going to be a...
Wildcat defenders are all backing up. 1 second left.
G rolls out of the pocket, looks. It's going to heave it deep with this one. It'll just be incomplete. The Wildcats will storm the field as they will get a home playoff game. This has been one great season for the Panthers. So, for CHTV Sports, I'm Tristan Harlan.
And I'm Tristan Bates.
Good night, everybody. We will see you for the first round of the Arkansas playoff. And don't worry, everybody. Go Panthers. We've got this.